Hey guys, it's Burgess here, and today I'm going to talk about why I switched to League of Order. I mean, I start with Wilderberg. I think most of the people was not so familiar what they're picking as a fraction, especially the people who is not familiar with Rise of Kingdoms. And I was one of the people who was not familiar with Rise of Kingdoms and anything when I start playing, so I just decided to go with orcs. Maybe because I was playing WoW back in the days and I really like playing for the Horde. Later I switched to the Lance, then go back to the Horde. But yeah, in general, I was more familiar with orcs. There's also humans, there's also elves. So yeah, I start with Wilderberg. After this, I switch in the Spring Warden. Now, the main reason I switched to Spring Warden was the flying cavalry. And I start invest in the forum duo. I mean, this guy right now is 5441. I invest a lot in this guy, but at some point I saw just the flying cavalry is something. In general, Spring Warden, if you want to play flying cavalry, you have to have a lot of time. What I mean by that is to sit in front of your PC or your mobile and try to find some AFK legions around the map, or maybe try to find some dude who is doing some gathering. Even though that right now we have a seasonal towns, you can have this protection on the alliance territory. This is not the smartest seasonal towns, just to mention that. I think definitely people should have 1 point here. But if you don't have like millions troops, it's going to be very hard for you to finish your stamina. Or if you see you're finishing your stamina, most likely your hospital is half full, your troops is half in hospital, so you better start fight that much if you see your hero get less stamina. But yeah, the main reason is I was opening tier 5 units. I think it was before, I don't know how much days. Maybe I'm tier 5 for like even 1 month, something like this. I don't remember when I make the video. Or maybe month and half. I really don't remember. And I was have to choose which units to open. And there is a mages, marksmans, ground cavalry. Have to mention that from the Spring Warden, and also infantry. If I want to go and open the eagles, well, I have to open all the four tier 5 units. That mean infantry, cavalry, mages, and marksman. Since Spring Warden cavalry is not so good. They may hit from the range. This saved me some troops in the hospital when I go fight Darkling creatures or Darkling patrols. But in general, the main weapon was the eagles, and it's so hard to open the eagles. You have to fight with tier 4 eagles, and the exchanges is not so good. Maybe if you have awakened heroes, you have like Forontil Awakened, you have also Thea Awakened. You can do a decent results. Also, if you have some decent artifacts, especially this one, I think Kingslayer is doing massive damage. This is maybe the one of the most hard hitting artifacts in Cow Dragons. Maybe the other one is Mirage Orb, and I think Mirage Orb is why they're even hitting more hard from the Kingslayer, but in general, you need artifacts, you need just one legion. You can basically have one legion. Why I focus mostly on the Spring Warden is just because I was hoping with the Spring Warden that I'm going to have a lot of fun. And in general, you can have a lot of fun with a Spring Warden with the Flying Eagles, but you have to have a lot of time. That means, for example, you go over the map, you check the map, you see, okay, here there is one legion that is AFK building something, and you can go with your eagles and actually attack this legion. Now, on other side, if you're our enemy, I mean, if you're, for example, from VP side that they have this gate, you can go from here, but till you come here is going to take your I don't know how much time. Maybe like 5, 6 minutes, 7 minutes till you come here. And this legion, as you can see, he might decide to go home or maybe not here. And you cannot put this legion on AFK, your eagles. And you have to always keep an eye of your eagles because somebody can actually spot you and send celestials. Most likely is going to send celestials after you, or maybe bring some legion around this unit that you're going to target. So things are becoming harder and harder when I was playing in Spring Warden. Also, presenting the turrets is something also very bad. I mean, those turrets are hitting for so much damage. If I want to go for this AFK Legion, I have to I I have to take some damage from the turrets. And believe me, it's not easy to kill those turrets around the map. They have a lot of shield, a lot of HP. So the things with Spring Warden was mostly around the egos and getting some fun. Since I don't think there is a big difference. Okay, there is some difference between the mages of the Spring Warden and the mages of League of Order. Now the Spring Warden is going to give you defense. The League of Order is going to give you HP. Basically this thing here, League of Order. The Magus is going to increase the surrounding units HP, and on Spring Warden is with defense. I value both of them the same way, the HP and the defense, but the main point is, for example, the mages is having more HP from defense, so this percentage applying to extra 40 extra HP is going to bring more HP in general. But this is small things. This is small things. The main reason is just right now I can use Celestials, and if I finish my mages, even though that I have like 900,000 mages, if I finish them, I can use my Celestials. And those Celestials is better from the ground mages. It's just having more, okay, having maybe less HP, but they have more attack. And tier 5 Celestials have more damage. 332. My tier 5 mages is having like 292. There is a difference, and definitely Celestials is something good, but to get the cavalry for the Spring Warden, I have to open all the 4 tier 5, and even though that I have opened it one tier 5 unit, there is still way to go. This is 9 days here is 25 days here. Here you have like 45 days. Right now I don't have milestone for research, but still this is level from level 8 to level 9, and from the level 9 to level 10 is like 50 days, 54 days, something like this. It's just a lot of time, and it's have to happen same for the infantry. This thing is like 64 days. Come on. So yeah, that is one of the main reasons, because I don't think I'm going to open all the tier 5 units soon. Also, I'm not actually looking to open all the tier 5 units. I prefer to stick with the mages. I use my universal speed ups for training more troops, and I don't use them in the College of Order, basically my academy, when I do my researches, because I don't know, at some point I'm going to finish all the researches here. This is how I think. I'm going to finish all the researches here at some point. All these speed ups that I'm going to have, what I'm going to do with them. Right now, look how many building speed ups I have. And I can do nothing with these speed ups, just because I don't have anything to build. So yeah, I just opened one tier 5 unit, and I'm going to stick with this tier 5 unit. And I think League of Order is the best mage fractions. If I'm going to go with the mages, yeah, I spent 10,000 gems. It was painful. I mean, 10,000 gems is 10,000 gems. It's a lot. You can buy like maybe 16, 24 hour speed ups from the VIP shop. and especially if you don't have that many gems. Right now I have 2,900. I just don't have that many gems, but yeah, if I want to play with mages, League of Order is the way. But I try to go with Spring Warden. With Wilderberg, I play like 3 seasons. I was happy with Wilderberg, to be honest. But Wilderberg is for marksmen. And I think with this 3% increasing the attack, uh, even though that, honestly, for these fraction buffs between League of Order and Wilderberg, I think the Legion magic defense is better with from this 3% physical attack increase, and I'm going to explain why. Because yeah, Wilderberg is having a very strong cavalry, very strong marksmen, but in general, I prefer to increase the survivability of one legion from increasing the attack. Since by if my legion fight more, my heroes is going to rage cast more and is going to do more damage. If my legion hit more with normal attacks, they're going to die faster. So my heroes is going to cast less rage skill. In general, this is how I see the things about the fractions. So yeah, right now I'm with League of Order. I think I'm going to stay for a long time with League of Order. We're going to see what is going to happen. Maybe some unbalanced hero is going to show up, but if you're stuck on specific troop, I think you should pick the right fraction. If you're going for marksman, Wilderberg I think is your place. If you go for cavalry, I even think Wilderberg is better from Spring Warden about the cavalry. The cavalry of Wilderberg is way better, in my personal opinion, because your normal cavalry is going to have a lot of damage. And Spring Warden, the cavalry that is having a lot of damage is actually the Eagles. It's not the normal cavalry you get, the ground one. And even I think for cavalry, yeah, Wilderberg is one idea better. Of course, this is my personal opinion. You can share your opinion in the comments below. I will be happy. So yeah, I just wanted to make a video why I go for Spring Warden. League of Order is mainly because I'm main mage tier 5. If I go for marksman or cavalry, I'm going to go with Wilderberg again. But I don't want to go back. Imagine if you're Wilderberg, you jump to Spring Warden and then go back to Wilderberg. It's like 20,000 gems loose. But yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, I guess this will be for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe, become a member of this channel, and yeah, see you in the next video.